All right, welcome in. Meteorologist Stephen Darrow here. We're testing out some equipment here in the Wavy Plus studio. We're going to get you through a little live stream here to take a look at the forecast here, because of course it is snowing and it's coming down big time here. Welcome into the Wavy Plus studio. We're working through the kinks here, so let me know if you could hear me. I'd love to be able to talk to you guys, give you some updates on the forecast here. We're just going to move right through it here, and we know right now it is snowing, and it has been snowing for quite some time here. Taking a look at the Cape Charles camera here, seeing some snow accumulate on the grassy surfaces, some rooftops here. Roadways right now, roadways actually looking okay. Seeing a little bit of the roads in the Eastern Shore, seeing some snow on them. This is looking from Virginia Beach down towards the town center. We've got some snow piling up on some of these secondary roads here. Still drivable, but it's getting real dicey. As we look across Portsmouth here, seeing some whites covering here. You can see right here, getting into, this is kind of approaching the downtown tunnel here. So some of these secondary roads are filling in with snow, and we are running out of time. Interstates still doing okay, but we're seeing a little gray in coloring. They're not jet black like they were earlier this morning, so we're going to get some snow accumulations, impactful accumulations for many of us for the day today. So it's going to pile up, and this is going to be an impactful system. I also love to see all your pictures here. Jessica sending this one in here from Chesapeake here for pup frolicking in what looks like about a quarter of an inch of snow. This was sent probably in about 2 o'clock, and this was earlier today, noon, 1 o'clock, when the dusting started to come down in Sandbridge. Always love seeing the beach covered in snow. Also love seeing all of the pictures you have been sending into us here. So make sure you take some pictures safely of what the snow is looking like in your neighborhood. Use the QR code there, or you could always just go to wavy.com/report it. That's the easiest way to do it. Wavy.com/report it. Honestly, helps us tell a story about what's going on, because it's our way to look out the window. Spoiler, we don't have any windows here. Ain't no windows here. So it's our best way of looking outside the window. Right now, satellite and radar showing the big swath of snow all across the region here. Rain snow line is setting up to parts of the Albemarle Sound, and we expected that for it to set up around the Albemarle Sound. Around the Albemarle Sound. We take the clouds out of the picture here and just show radar. I mean, there are some significant bands of heavy snow in here, and these are going to continue across most of the region here. So we are looking at a significant snowfall event. There are these zones right in here, kind of right through the heart of Hampton Roads, seeing some significant snowfall rates, meaning that it's snowing pretty heavily. All right, across the south side, we're getting some heavy snow in Norfolk and Portsmouth. This is going to continue. It's going to continue to fill into Suffolk, Franklin, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach. Right now, it looks like it's snowing pretty light to moderate across the Eastern Shore and the peninsulas here. But there's this zone right here that's starting to pick up the pace. This right here, right on the peninsula, we're getting some heavy snow working into the region. Across northeast North Carolina, it has been coming down. We did see a little bit of a dusting as early as 12:15 this afternoon. So there's going to be some significant snow around the state line and around the Albemarle Sound, or between the Albemarle Sound and the state line. But that rain snow line is developing across parts of town here. It is developing around the Albemarle Sound. There's a little bit of sleet, some stuff mixing in here. So that's going to cause some issues. Of course, creating things to remain slippery, making things slippery, but also it could reduce some of our snow totals in northeastern North Carolina. Outer Banks looking like absolute rain for the Outer Banks here, as it's just hasn't been cold enough to snow. So snow will continue here for the rest of our afternoon and into the night. Notice overnight, snow tapers off, and we're going to look at things settling down overnight. One of the things we always talk about, too, is the temperature. Meaning that, is it cold enough to snow? That's like the one thing we always deal with around here, because the rain snow line is always a pain in the you-know-what. It always sets up and always ruins the snow day for many people here. So it's cold enough to snow. That's for sure. We're going to be below freezing pretty much for the rest of the day, tonight, tomorrow night, Friday morning. So for the next day and a half, 2 days, we're pretty much going to remain below freezing. All right, snow continues through this evening, continues all the way into 7, 8 o'clock. This is now where we're talking about the potential of some heavy snow when we get that enhanced northeast breeze off of the ocean here. So that's something to keep in mind. So we're going to pick up these snowfall totals later on tonight. 9 o'clock, still snowing across town. Take note. Look at where the rain snow line is setting up. That is setting up right on the Albemarle Sound, starting to bring in some rain, kind of lifting it northward. So that's something we'll look out for. Could reduce some snow totals around the Albemarle Sound. All right, fast forwarding overnight, or at least pushing 8 o'clock, or excuse me, 11 p.m. tonight. Notice how that rain is, the rain is creeping north or along the Albemarle Sound, and the snow is starting to taper off. So after about midnight later on tonight, we see a lot of the snow move out of the region here. And tomorrow morning, it's not really going to be actively snowing, but we will have a winter wonderland to wake up to, and we're going to have some big-time impacts on our roadways. So make sure you're using some caution driving around if you need to be. If you don't have to be driving around, please don't. We really advise not traveling on the roads. Snowfall totals, tweaked them a little bit here, but everywhere you see in dark blue, that's a 3 to 6 snow range, and we're kind of leaning on the higher side of that. Everything in purple is your 5 to 8 inch range, and everything in pink could be some isolated spots above 8 inches. Now, that rain snow line, as we talked about, setting up around the Albemarle Sound later on tonight, so that could cut down some of the snowfall totals in northeastern North Carolina, something to keep in mind here. And again, we zoom in a little bit, you can see that 5 to 8 range does spread across most of the south side, majority of the metro, so that includes parts of the peninsulas and the eastern shore, with a few isolated spots over 8 inches of snow with that enhancement later on tonight. So we do not advise driving tonight. We don't advise driving for the rest of the day today, overnight, tomorrow morning. So please, if you don't have to be on the roads, don't be. Now, tomorrow afternoon, we'll start to see some improvements, especially on the interstates. That brine will slowly start working. Secondary roads going to be tough pretty much for the next 2 days. It's going to take some time for this stuff to melt out because we're going to remain cold here. Now, the low is going to move out tomorrow, so it's not really going to be actively snowing for most of the day tomorrow. We are going to see maybe a few trailing snowflakes here or there, a few flurries, a couple extra snow showers here or there, so maybe a passing shower tomorrow, but no additional significant accumulations here tomorrow. Most of our accumulations come in today, now all the way through about midnight or so. But one thing that is sticking around is this cold air. Just want to give you a little preview. Friday morning, we're going to be waking up with wind chills in the single digits, snow all across the ground. So it is going to feel pretty frigid, and it's going to remain cold as we head through the weekend. Temperatures in the 30s Friday, Saturday, overnight lows in the 20s and teens. So that's not really going to help out in terms of any melting. There might be a slow and better thawing process on Sunday when temperatures will be in the mid and upper 40s here. So it's just going to be a slow next couple of days. Secondary roads especially will have a tough time improving here between now and really Friday. So let's just take it easy, stay inside, enjoy a cozy day here. Rest of the day today and into the night, we're talking about the snow spreading across the region. Snowfall amounts, the accumulations are impactful either way you look at it, whether it's 5 to 6 there, 6 to 7 there, 6 to 8 over there. All of us dealing with impactful snow here. Rain snow line close to the Albemarle. We'll watch that closely, but it's going to come too late in the game to really shut things down. So northeast North Carolina, or pretty much for us north of the Albemarle Sound, dealing with impactful accumulating snow, to really not advise traveling for the rest of the day today and our Thursday morning here. All right, we'll have more, of course, over on WAVY News 10 at 4 o'clock when their newscast then. We have more here on WAVY.com. Of course, you can go through the weather blog. We'll have all the information on WAVY.com, and you can always catch us with more on air with the latest newscast, the latest forecast, which we have to go, or at least I got to go, put back into motion, so to speak. All right, so enjoy the rest of your snowy afternoon and evening here. Stay safe out there.